everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to understand one of the most important OOPS concept in Java, that is the inheritance. Okay, I'll explain what it is, how it works in Java, and we'll also see the real-time example as well. So what is inheritance? Inheritance means acquiring the properties and behaviors of one class into another class. Okay, in simple terms, it allows a new class called child class to use the code of existing class, that is called parent class. So there are different types of inheritance in Java. One is a single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. Java doesn't support the multiple inheritance using a classes to avoid the ambiguity, but it can be achieved using the interfaces. Okay, so let's say you have written some common logic in one class, let's say class A, variable like a brand name and prices. You have another class, class B. Suppose you now want the same method and variable. So you don't need to copy all those fields, again. So you can just inherit them from the class B. Okay, this promotes the code reusability, which is a key principle in the object-oriented programming. So if you want to inherit, right, use the keyword, extends, okay? Use the extends keyword to inherit one class from another class. So this means the child class automatically gets all non-private field and method from the parent class. Okay. So let's take an example. I have created a one class called vehicle here. So here I'm going to create a common, features like in all vehicles have some common features, right? So I can say string brand equal to I'll add a 4. Okay. So now here I'll just declare a method uh, public void. Maybe it's a hang method. Okay. So simply I'll add a message here saying that the okay, now this is the method I have created. So all vehicles have a common feature, right? Brand and horn as well. Okay, ability to horn. So now I have created another class. This is the car class. So now the car class wants the same features. Same features like brand and horn method. So here in the car class is not going to create the same method again and again. Instead of that, we are using an extend keyword to inherit all the properties method variable from the parent class. So now I use the keyword called extends. Okay. So now here also I'll declare some variable. So if suppose string model name equal to I can say focus. Okay, so now here I want to create one more method for a display method. I'll create public void display method. So here in this method, I want to print brand. Okay, so the brand is coming from the parent class, right? So brand, I can say brand. See now, we are not getting any error because we already inherited. Okay, so the brand is not here. We are not declare the any brand here in the car class, but we can able to access, meaning that we are already inherited the parent class. So now I want to print the same model name as well. Model plus model name. Okay. So now I have created another class in the with the main method. So in this main method, I just wanted to create a instance of the car class. So car equal to new car. So here my car dot hang method. If I call that, this is the hang method. So it is going to be inherited from the parent class. Okay. Now we have a car dot, I'll call the display method. So display method coming from the child class. Okay. So now let's run this. See, it is getting executed. So car class that inherits from the vehicle. Right. So the car will get all the common vehicle properties plus its own unique properties like a model name. Right. So now what happened? The car class didn't define the brand or hang method. Okay. still it was able to access them because they were inherited from the vehicle class. Okay, this is called single level inheritance. This is the most commonly used form. Okay, I'll show you another example for your detailed understanding. So here I have created one of the class called employee. Okay, this is already I have created. So now the employee class is a super class, or you can call it as a parent class. So with the basic attributes like I have given a name, ID and salary. Okay, it contains three common fields. So we have also created a constructor for that employee. So to initialize these fields, okay, method. Then we have created a method called display method. Okay, it print the basic employee details. Now I have created another class that is a we'll call manager class and developer and the tester class. So I have created a three class here. Okay, so now the manager class here it is also extends the employee, which means it inherit all the properties of the employee class. So we are using the super keyword here, right? So inside the constructor to call the parent class, right? Parent class constructor and set the name, ID and salary. It also defines its own behavior with the method. Okay, assign the task which is specific to the manager. Okay, this method specific to the manager. So here also it is created a one method. Okay, next one is if you go to the developer. See, next one is the developer class. Similarly, the developer class inherit from the employee. Okay, so developer don't assign the task. Okay, they write a code usually. Okay, so we add a specific method for write a code to represent that. Okay, next one is a tester. So in the tester class also type of employee, right? So we reuse the super class. Okay, same super keyword to call the initialize inherited field. Okay, we add a custom method as well. Custom method is a test the application for this role. Okay, now if you go to the main method, I'll call that company. Okay, here in that main method, we create three different objects. Okay, one for each subclass: manager, developer, and tester. Okay, even though all these classes share the same structure, name, ID, and salary, each one has their own special method. Okay, this shows how inheritance allow us to create a common structure and extend it for the specific need as well. Okay, inheritance helps reuse the code and organize the logic. Okay, we avoid the repeating code by putting a common logic in a employee class. So each subclass had an additional logic its own. Okay, this is how inheritance help in real scenarios. Okay, inheritance helps in code reuse. It supports building a parent and a child relationship. Okay, using the keyword called extends. Okay, then improve the scalability and flexibility of your code. I hope this example helped you understand inheritance clearly. If you found this video helpful, share it to your friends. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.